Yo, I'm Pekyo and it's time to bone again, and this will be a video targeted at beginners who maybe didn't beat the boss yet or just want to do it with calcium. It's just a really easy build to follow. Keep it simple. For the weapons I want to go wireless, Aegis, of course the bone, and then you can either go fire stuff, probably the best from the base weapons here. You can also go flame walker or lightning. I mean, honestly, you can go just all of these. I wouldn't go chunkers. But yeah, rest is fine. So you just need to find these two. For the tomes, we want to run XP because you just need that in every run. Chaos is just insanely broken, so I think I'm keeping that as well, even for a fun run. Then I go quantity, and the last one will be crit chance. For the items, I think like this is kind of a triad setup, but I think that's still what you want to go for. Not too sure if you want to run Curse Stole on that, but it just got buffed, I think it's fine. And you don't want to take any of these, just because you want a lot of keys and a lot of wrenches, even if you're just going for a boss speed run. Here I'll deactivate the Kevin, like that's just gonna make beginner runs too hard, I think. If you don't have lifesteal, you will just be low HP. Although we do have the Aegis, so actually the Kevin might make your life easier. Let's think about it. We don't want Cleaver. We don't want the Kevin. Here we want Grandmas and Cursed Grabbies. Since we're not running Cursed Tome, it's fine to get some greed. In the blues you only want Echo Shard. You can also run Idle Juice, but it's insanely good, but not really on calcium since you have to move around. And I think that's it already for the items. And yeah, this will be a one-take live commentary. Probably not much editing. So let's just go for it and beat the boss without going too crazy. For a high score, maybe we go for like 100k or something. But yeah, you don't have to stay too long over time. If you want to move around fast on the map, I'd recommend putting your jump on scroll wheel down. Take the extra jump here, just helps you move around. Yeah, I would recommend putting your jump on scroll wheel down, and then you can move in a diagonal direction and jump right when you land on the ground. That will speed you up, but it's definitely not necessary for a boss speed run. Just to beat the game, you can do whatever. Here we got the wireless, I went for one refresh. This will make our early game a lot easier. So let's just charge some shrines here, taking projectile count since it's insanely good early game. Yeah, I'm just thinking what would be the easiest way for you guys to follow along if you want to just beat the boss on calcium. If you're newer to the game. So if you're going for high score runs, this is not the way. You definitely need like First Tome and stuff like that. Okay, let's go for some gold gain here. And all these choices here, you don't have to stress it, like it's all not that important. As long as you're running this build, especially with projectile count tome, you will be chilling. Projectile count tome and Aegis just make the game 10 times easier. Let's get this challenge down here. Since we have some projectile tome and like we got projectile count from shrines as well, you gotta go for this one here. This is probably the most insane thing you can do early, so whenever it comes up, especially if it's a decent upgrade like the last one, I would just take that. If you want to make your game, like with this setup, I don't think this makes your game much harder, so you can just take it, just make sure you have one extra jump to get like out of the mob swarm, because that will also scale your level faster, getting some difficulty. Let's go projectile count again. So you will be able to get at least some decent scores if you want to go for that, and also beat the boss easier. Power drop chance is the best set in the game. I always go for that. I don't think there's any occasion where I wouldn't. Let's take the wrench here. Good early game item. Probably gonna lose the blue guy there. Usually want to take these, but they disappear pretty quickly, so if you lose them, it is what it is. Probably couldn't have catched up to him. So here these are microwaves. If you are really new to the game, you can duplicate items here and you will lose a random item from those you have from the same rarity, like the greens I have here. So I want to be duplicating the wrench here, since the other two are much worse. I would recommend doing this with wrenches or gold keys, especially in this run here, where we're just trying to get a boss speed. Wrenches will make you charge shrines faster and also improve your results. Like this will be a bit faster now and should give me better stats. And yeah, that's a really good one. Power-up drop chance, as I said, probably best stat you can get. We go for bounces and damage on wireless here. Cheese is also really helpful in the early game. I probably would not recommend taking more than one boss curse for a beginner. So let's just do that, we take this one. We only have time to 7 minutes anyway for the first boss spawns. This is kind of a tough one. I do think the Thunder Mids will help you the most here, but all of these would be a fine choice. The others would help you scale better. But yeah, let's charge one more shrine. And as I said, all these choices, you don't have to think too much about it. You also want some shield, because a bit of shield will block one hit. So it doesn't matter if it's 4 shield or 8 shield or whatever, it will just block one hit. Let's get more luck here. Open some chests. Got the curse stole, as I said, not sure if it's too good for a non-scaling run. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad either after the buff. And yeah, make sure to press tab now that they added a world map dispatch. Will help you a lot, especially for people like me with bad orientation. Let's get more luck here. Open another chest. We do have a small amount of luck at least. Okay, Grandma's good. Take that. And yeah, Cheese doing a lot of work here, and as I said, with this build, we'll just have a lot of damage. Honestly, you could probably just take more boss curses too, if you want more chests from the bosses, but yeah, keep in mind, that's a bit risky, of course. I was thinking about what would be the best banishes for a beginner. And I think I'll decide as I play. And then tell you guys what I would go for as a banish. I might even go for banishes on commons, since you don't want to go for a try-hard credit card run. That means you will get a decent amount of commons. And let's just do that and try out how good that works. So we're gonna banish Medkit. We also want to banish like the other max HP item, I think it's called Oats. We want crit chance, so let's grab that. That we got it already. Also would like to have XP gain tome already. Like, that's usually what you want to focus on early game. Even as just a boss speed run, I'd say. You need some scaling. So we got Cheese here. We want Chaos Tome as well. It is a bit random, but it's just really insane, especially since it can give you power-up drop chance. Which is just insanely good. We take the wrench here. Lose the curse stole for it. That's fine. I'm just gonna keep duplicating the wrenches for better charge shrines. Need a bit more gold for that. Let's go look around here. Is that another microwave, or did I just go in a circle? Yeah, as I just told you, my orientation is terrible. Here we take Aegis, and at this point when you have Aegis... Okay, there's 2 microwaves. Thought I lost my mind already from playing this game. Let's take the Rage power up here for the Swarm, get some more crit chance. With Rage power up we can just stay in here. If you don't have that power up, just keep moving away from the Swarm. Make sure you don't walk into a corner where you can't get somewhere else than back, because that might just kill you. Get the quantity tome there again. Don't really want any of these, but as I said, pretty much everything is fine. I go for one refresh here, and the wireless dagger upgrade is really good. Now we have a decent amount of gold again. Let's make some more wrenches. And I'll take fire stuff as the last weapon, but that's not too important. Okay, so we got 7 wrenches now, which will give us really good stats from charge shrines. So we really want to make sure we get all on the map. I can't go there. Bounces and count on wireless. It's really good. We want to focus on XP gain too. Pretty much whenever that comes up, you want to take XP gain tome. You will have enough damage anyway with the quantity tome. Let's take crit chance there. Wouldn't focus too much on... And there's another charge shrine. I guess we do even more wrenches. Another Microwave, I mean, not another charge shrine. So this one exploded too. Let's open some more chests. And yeah, you just see my weapons already go pretty crazy, just because of the quantity tome. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, I can show you guys what it looks like if you take more boss curses. As I said, that makes things a bit harder, but with the quantity tome you're kinda just broken early game, so we can afford that. We take another XP gain upgrade. Got XP gain from the item there too, that's good. And with Aegis you don't really have to be too careful, you can just bump into things and not take like any relevant damage. Here's a free chest. Of course you always wanna go for these. And if you have the Kevin activated, just make sure you have some lifesteal. It's a bit tougher one. I think I want to go for wireless because chaos is a bit random. And I only want to take that if it's a really good rarity or nothing else that's worth it. Mirror is really good. Makes you even safer. And even though this is beginner guide, this is still kind of a setup you can go a bit further with. I didn't want to make like a beginner guide that's just a boss beat where you have barely any damage late game. Let's go for more boss curses just to show you guys how strong this build is. And yeah, what I was gonna say, you will scale with this build. Not as crazy as running the Curse Tome, but I'll also not be telling you guys to not take any greed shrines and stuff like that, so you actually have some decent damage and can go push your score a little bit if you like. So evasion here, the best stats there. As I said, pretty much always XP tome when you see it, even though it's not the best rarity. And then we go quantity on our priority list, the next one probably. Just because it's so good in the early game. Gotta make sure to collect all the charge shrines now. I was goofing around a bit too much here. I would go for some armor here. Will just make you take less damage. So in case you get stuck or something, you're not dead as quickly. Projectile count again here. Now the swarm is here, but since we have Aegis, we really don't have to worry too much. Can just kind of keep looking on the map. Of course you want to avoid getting stuck in a huge amount of mobs, so as long as the swarm is spawning, I would keep moving away from them a bit. If you see a rage power up, definitely get that. This is a bit tough one. As I said, if you get a good rarity on chaos, I would take it because it can be insane. Yeah, and we got 3 projectile count, which actually is insane. But yeah, that's just worth to gamble if you get a good rarity on chaos. Of course it can be something useless like jump height, but whatever. I would still risk it. Okay, we wanna go quantity again. Gotta go to the other side of the map now. You also don't take fall damage really with the Aegis. Something else you don't have to worry about. From these I would take Ice Cube. Of course the best one would be like Soul Harvester or Anvil. Magnet too. But yeah, from these three I'm taking the Ice Cube. Here's another charge shrine. Yeah, just make sure you keep pressing tab. So you know what you left on the map. And around 1 minute I would go move towards the boss. With this build though you are not too worried. Just stay like 1 minute overtime. Maybe you even can get to 2 minutes, but yeah, that's not the goal of this video. Let's go for damage here. Wait, what's back here? Let's take that magnet, since we just had a swarm. Should give us some decent amount of XP. Now we have a lot of bosses because we took the curses. We go for quantity again. And you just want to keep a little space between you and the bosses, and then you will be fine. These are all bad. I really don't know what to take. I think power multiplayer. But yeah, you see the damage is just kinda crazy. I'm gonna go crit chance here. XP gain. Probably damage and count on fire step. XP gain. XP gain. And yeah, you see, you just pretty much one-shot the bosses, so... Yeah, I don't know. It's your decision if you want to take all these boss curses you see. But as long as you get the quantity tome and like the crit tome, these two just make you so broken early game that you can just afford that. So I'd say just go for it. Let's take some more crit chance here. Bounces and damage on dagger sounds good. You don't really want to upgrade the Aegis early. Will not help you too much. Damage and count on fire staff sounds good. Overall count, XP gain whenever it's up. Decent crit chance upgrade, quantity. And yeah, as you see, if you get hit, you just lose your shield. And then you also have Aegis, so it's really hard to die with this build, not gonna lie. Take the slurp gloves, makes me even safer. And I don't think the banishes are too important. I'm keeping the evasion too. Don't want to spawn the boss yet. It's a totem back here. I think I'm also missing some good cheese there. It's because we lost one earlier. I think having one cheese is really good. Count and bounce is decent. I think overall quantity is still the goal though. Let's see what we left here on the map. And as I said, around 1 minute. You want to be close to the boss. Also make sure you don't activate this bush guy here. He will make you miserable. I mean, if you can get on him with any build, it's this one, but I would still not go for him in stage 1. You can like one-shot him in stage 3 if you want. Hey, these are not too crazy. Speed and bounces on wireless isn't too shabby, I guess. But yeah, I just have to keep saying these choices are not too important. You will be fine no matter what, so don't stress it. Let's see what we left here. We have the move speed power up right now, so we can go look around. Let's take that rage power up too. And it looks like we pretty much have everything on the map, apart from one chest all the way back there. So let's spawn the bosses. Go for this Chaos Tome. It gave us projectile speed. That's fine, not too good, but it's whatever. More quantity. And yeah, you will see we still have crazy damage here due to the quantity. Yeah, what can I say? We just one-shot them. And I think the shield is a banish. I'm just kinda improvising with the banishes. But I think if you roughly follow along of this build, you will be set up really good to get your first win or just push your score a little bit. And then if you want to push your score a lot more, then I recommend you watch my last calcium video where I got the 330k There's still a lot of room to improve, but this will help you get an idea on how to push your high score. Since that's the number one run on Megabonk.fun right now, I think that's valid to say that this video can give you a good idea. Even though you could probably get like 500, 600k on calcium after the buffs. But yeah, if you're a beginner and watch this video, that's probably not your goal right now. So just work your way up from here. And Quantity Tome is just a way to start off getting these wins in and just get some chill runs with Aegis. That make it kinda impossible to die. XP gain whenever you see it, as I said. In tier 1 you can easily stay 1 minute until the Dark Ghosts spawn. With this build we can probably stay a decent amount longer. I could have even went back there and grabbed that chest, I forgot. But yeah, I just don't wanna make you guys do something like that in the beginner guide. Because these are the situations that make you die. If you be like, oh I forgot a chest back there, let me go there. And then the Dark Ghosts spawn and you're dead. And can't get back to the portal. So XP gain again here. Gotta be close at the portal at 1 minute. And then I would press it already. You can stay a bit longer since you have Aegis and stuff. And your build is decent, but you saw there he bumped into me already. Even though I didn't take damage, I would just go to the next stage then. As I said, this is not a high score run, so you don't have to push it as far as you can. Let's start with a charge shrine here. 2 extra jumps, not really what we need. I think the 1 extra jump will be fine. So we just go for crit chance. Since we just one-shot the bosses pretty much, I still take the boss curses and I also take all the greed shrines. Simply because we don't have the Cursed Tome. They won't make your game too crazy hard. We are at 40% difficulty now. And that's really fine. Like with this build you can easily deal with that. Definitely XP gain here. And yeah, the 8 wrenches really do a lot of work. If I had 8 keys instead, I would probably have a lot more chests instead. So just these 2 items will carry your early game. If you see a microwave, make sure you duplicate either one of those, whatever you got, and feel like if you got both of these, you can just decide if you feel like opening more chests or getting better results from the shrines. You take quantity here, take more greed, and yeah, I don't know, maybe people will be mad at me for telling beginners to use the greed shrines. But I think that will make your life easier in the long run when you get to stage 3 and the boss fight. So that's just my take on that. Let's get crit damage here. And I just take all the greed shrines I see. And yeah, as I just said, I recommend everyone else to do so too. If you're not running Cursed Tome, you can easily deal with this, especially with quantity and crit chance tomes. Let's go XP gain here. Get another boss curse. Bosses will spawn at 7 minutes, just like last map. And the good thing about calcium is you will have a really easy time to get around the map and collect everything you want. Let's get more crit chance here. Okay, key is really nice. You get a better chance to get some free chests. And here, if you want to get up there, I recommend like going back and then you jump again, so you don't have to go all the way around. A nice thing to do is just to walk back and then use the ramp to get up somewhere. 2 on projectile count is the best here. Easily. Let's charge another shrine. Also keep opening some chests and we get our first legendary here. And that is the worst legendary in the game and actually banished from me. You don't have to do the same, like it will make your life a bit easier. But I think power gloves are garbage gloves, so I banished that. Yeah, these shrine upgrades are just really good because for all the ranches, I think I'm gonna go for power drop chance. As I keep saying, best stat in the game. Get the challenge here. They will also drop a chest. There's another free chest back here and 2 greed shrines, we want to take those. Greed shrines on the map will be this orange icon you can see on the mini-map. And also on the world map. And as I said, I'm just taking all of those. The reason for taking difficulty is it will spawn more mobs. And this in the return will give you more experience. And also a higher chance for more chests, so taking difficulty will just help you scale. I think we go attack speed here. Although we can also run turbo scales on calcium if we get them. We will pretty much be fine with attack speed. But yeah, it's gonna help here early game. And here you just want to keep moving around, then you pretty much won't get hit. And yeah, even if you get hit, you got Aegis, you got Mirror, maybe. Don't need Mirror, but you got Aegis and the shield. You definitely will have a shield somewhere at this point. It will also block one hit. So you're fine even if you get hit there. It's probably a crit chance here. You don't want to look too hard for projectile count on the weapon upgrades themselves, because you already have the quantity tome. Maybe I should banish the evasion ring, man. Getting so many of these, they start getting kinda useless too. I banish it, whatever. As I said, we don't have crazy amount of luck, so we will get decent amount of commons. I banish the oats too. That will just help us get more relevant commons like the wrench and the key. And I think that's a pretty good strategy for every beginner to follow. Gear difficulty is the best too. And since we don't have the cursed tome, I don't think we're going too crazy with the difficulty. Hey, who knows, like, I feel so strong right now. Maybe this is even a viable strat for a high score run, but I don't really think so. Legendary projectile count, probably better than XP gain, but you do want to max that out as quick as you can. Let's go for another chest. Banish the Borga as well. And I don't think there's too many useless commons left now that we did that. Okay, this is kind of a refresh angle. I think they all stay rare. Like if you have 3 items with the same rarity on the totem, I think if you do a refresh, they stay like that. Let's just test that theory. Okay, I was wrong, but we got a legendary. And Bonk, of course, is by far the best here. But I saw people like refreshing 3 legendaries. Like either they are just completely crazy and ready to lose it, or you just only have a chance to improve your roll, I don't know. Crit chance lifesteal. I mean, you have 0 lifesteal. Probably a good idea to get that, since I also told you guys that Kevin might help you, but you want lifesteal if you want to get Kevin. If you get Kevin before you have lifesteal, I would probably recommend every beginner to banish it. But with some lifesteal, you should be chilling. And just in case you get some other nice blues like a gold shield and plug, then Kevin will do a lot of work for you. And yeah, here even in Swarm, we are just really chilling with our quantity tome and crit chance. We take the dolls, they're pretty good. More XP gain here. Spawn that challenge in. And I just don't really have to do anything. I can just chill and collect everything on the map. And we are not scaling too badly, like level 55 right now is not crazy good, but it's decent enough to scale to a decent point for the boss fight. So So bounces and speed on wireless I think is decent there. Let's charge another shrine here. Power up drop chance 100%. Like 100% I take that, not 100% power up drop chance. That would be just crazy. Okay, so as Calcium we probably won't have trouble finding the boss either, since you move around the map so much. We take the key here, also time for a magnet I think. So we get a lot of level ups now. Let's go crit chance I think, just go for that. Projectile count, XP gain, whenever you see it. Quantity, XP gain. You want to get XP gain to 10x as fast as you can, while you are also chilling with these tomes. So that's probably the best tip for the beginning, to just max out your XP gain. Like imagine you're playing an MMO and you're just playing on a P server with 10x XP. It's just a way different game. It's just a gamble with chaos there, nothing else really good there. Let's go for some crit chance. Chaos. Projectile count. Chaos. Take another greed shrine, open this chest. Okay, where else do I need to go? Keep looking at the map. I think I need to be up there, so let's just go over there. There's a blue microwave. I don't even think we want to use that for anything. And as said, you can use ramps to walk around like this. I mean, it's not possible to mess up, like that was pretty close back there, but you can just mess around, as I said. This is a chill run. You can test around movement, test weapons, whatever you want. Like, just make sure it's projectiles, so you actually benefit from the quantity tome. Like, Aura, for example, doesn't benefit. Flamewalker could use, you could use Flamewalker and all the other projectile weapons. So 2 projectile count vest here. There's a nuke, but not really any mobs around, so we don't need that. Let's just keep looking what's back here in the corner. Seems like it's empty. Let's go for some flat damage on bone. Like if you have projectile count, flat damage upgrades on your weapons will do a lot of work too. But just focus on quantity, XP gain and crit chance for the upgrades. I think I go for, like, I have 13 wrenches already, but we still have few to charge, so I might even go for more, yeah. I was thinking about going cheese there, but our damage is more than good enough too. So I'll just stack more wrenches. Here's another legendary. And we got the fork. I think we take that. Also free chest. It's really good. With just 3 keys you don't have the highest chance to get free chests. They give you a 10% chance. And doesn't stack up, like if you have 10 keys you don't have 100% chance at free chests, but it's pretty decent. Like it's, yeah, it's a bit more complicated, it's just 10 times 10%. So if anyone wants to do the math, I don't. But you definitely have good chances to get free chests if you stack up the keys. Alright, flat damage and count on dagger. Let's take that. Also take the gold power up here. Really just count. Wanna mainly look for flat damage on the weapons with projectile count. XP tome whenever you see it. XP. And let's go for crit chance. We got another curse doll. It's probably even better than beer. And also less gold. More XP gain, I take it. Okay, we got gold shield now. Still looking for the Kevin. But yeah, I mean, since we don't have Kevin yet, Not too sure if we should take it. Maybe you should just toggle off Kevin, not gonna lie, now that I think about it. And I'll just go Echo Shard here. That's just a safer way. Will make you scale faster. Actually want to take difficulty over damage there. It's a really good stat, even for beginners, just to scale up. Like we have 112% difficulty right now, but like the game is not hard to play. If you go for an early build, you can easily take some decent amount of difficulty. I think you pretty much can't overshoot there if you don't run the Cursed Tome. Attack speed, elite spawn increase. I'm probably going for elite spawn increase. That will just help you scale even faster. Let's take some crit chance here. Jump over there with the extra jump. And yeah, just make sure you don't go in the corner in the swarm. Just like last map. And with the extra jump and the shield, you can probably not mess this up. Chaos Tome gave us some attack speed. XP gain. Quantity. Yeah, we're just farming a lot of XP here in the swarm. Let's also take the rage power up to clear the rest. And then I want that magnet back there to get all the XP from the swarm. Go for refresh here. And take the bounces on bone. I think that's decent. If you don't want to think about these upgrades, you can also just look at the rarity. And you're probably not going too wrong going for the best rarity upgrades. But still, you have to make sure to go XP, quantity and crit chance tomes as your priority. Then you will be fine. Decent damage on bone. Let's go chaos. Quantity, XP gain, XP gain. There we go, chaos gave us jump height. So that's one of the useless stats you can get. And I will stop calling out whatever I'm doing. I mean, I told you already, flat damage on your weapons, quantity, crit chance, and XP gain is your highest priority, and then chaos whenever it has a good rarity. So I will just speed through these right now. Missed an XP gain there, but it's no big deal. So we are at 5.6 times XP now. That's pretty damn good. And we just keep going for XP. Get the rest of the map here. Once I stop getting these level ups. Like the magnet went really crazy there. Let's see, here's the charge shrine down there. Charge shrine is really important not to miss, since we have so many wrenches. These upgrades are really good. 16% power drop chance. It's very insane. Here we got a time freeze, so these bosses are just very easy. Also with the Aegis you can pretty much just bump into them and one-shot them, even without the time freeze. As we take the Shroud, because we also have 5 evasion rings, it's not too bad. Thanks to the boss curses we had 5 bosses here and get a lot of chests from them. That's the risk and reward you get. If you take a lot of boss curses, you will have a ton of chests, so let's take this one too. And then let's see, I think we got everything. Can start moving towards the boss. On tier 2 you have to hurry up even less to kill the bosses. You can kill them in overtime. 2 or 3 minutes should be easily doable, even with this build. So I think I go for crit chance on this one. And then just keep looking if we have everything. But it pretty much looks like we do. There's something in the corner back there. I think that was the blue microwave though. Yeah, that has to be. so we don't have to check there. I want that last greed shrine down here. Then we can chill at the boss area. I would honestly recommend not to spawn them in before overtime starts, because once you kill the bosses, they will give you a magnet effect to drag in all the XP you got from Final Swarm. So I'll probably start around 1 minute, so we get some XP from the Final Swarm without risking a run. Let's take bounces and count on Bone. Good chance. XP gain. And there's also another magnet. Maybe we want to take that. Let's see. I guess since there's a magnet pretty close here to the portal, we can also just spawn the bosses in already. Just make sure you don't spawn them at like 1 or 2 minutes already, because you will lose the rest of your time. Once you kill the bosses, it jumps to 10 seconds timer before the final swarm starts. And yeah, you just lose time to farm up like that. Yeah, it's overtime now, so I'm gonna spawn the bosses in. We have a magnet close by. You can wait more if you want, but you won't one-shot these bosses like the ones before. They will have a lot more HP, so probably smarter not to wait longer than overtime start. And then you can just jump around, take chaos here. Okay, big difficulty upgrade. Yeah, with the Aegis you're chilling, just jump around, you don't really have to look too much where you're going. If you get hit, you don't take too much damage because of the Aegis. Another key, so your shield is down now, then I would keep a bit more space until that's recharged. Then you can go closer again, XP gain again. And yes, I think you can see the point why I'm running Aegis. I just don't have to worry at all about what I'm doing here. Let's go flat damage on the fire stuff there. Take the beer. Quantity. XP gain. And even if I get stuck like this in the swarm here, I should be fine because I have Aegis. Let's go quantity again. And we killed the bosses. Now we get the magnet effect I was talking about. So yeah, we killed them at 1 minute. I would recommend you guys start it either when overtime starts, or if you're feeling like you might have less damage than me right now. Like, really depends how lucky you got with your items. Then maybe you should start it at like 30 seconds left, just to be safe. Keep going for XP gain. Chaos whenever it's good. Pickup Rush is insanely trash. We are at 7.2 already. Ideally you want to get to 10 here in stage 2, but it's not necessary for a beginner run. So let's go crit chance, projectile count. I don't know, chaos, quantity, damage on bone, bounces on wireless, XP gain. You know this is a legendary here on bone. I don't think it's really good. Projectile count, you got that from your tome. And knockback is garbage, so I go crit chance, XP gain, quantity, crit chance. You can start giving less priority to the quantity tome at this point, since you already do have a lot. And we are getting knocked around here a bit by the dark ghosts. But since we have Aegis, we are chilling and can just pick up these chests. But we are probably just gonna stay until like 2 minutes or something like that. Another key, XP gain. And the dangerous thing about this is just if you get knocked away by the ghosts and far away from the portal, then you will have a problem and not make it back in time maybe. So make sure you don't stress this too long. Chill around the portal. And Calcium kinda wanna keep moving too, but I think I'm just gonna leave in a bit. Just for the sake of this video. Of course, you wanna go for a high score on, you gotta stay way longer here. But that's not what this is. So we go projectile count again. And yeah, it's probably around time. I mean, if you keep moving, your damage multiple will be up a bit, but it's kind of irrelevant. 2.5 damage is absolutely nothing. So I'm just gonna go to the next stage now, since they start knocking me around. If you're worried about losing your run too much, just don't stay longer than 1 minute. Then you will be completely chilling, not in any danger at all. If you stay like me there, I guess if you get really unlucky, things could go wrong. Gonna go for the anvil here, just because my weapons are not upgraded too much already. So we need 9.7k. Already there, just a bit more gold. Anvil always good as long as you don't have a lot of weapon upgrades already. So here we keep going for XP gain, we are at 8.8, we want to be at 10. Go for more projectile count. And spawn this challenge here. Pretty much one-shot that too. Take the cursed grabbies, they have decent damage and give us more difficulty, which we want. We want to go ultimately to 500% difficulty. Even as a beginner, I would say. I mean, let me know if I'm in the wrong here for these tips, but that's what I personally would have liked to hear when I started the game on how to get better runs and just yeah, not be useless at the boss fight and take ages to get him down. So we won't one-shot him with this build. Like, really unlikely unless we have, I don't know, a ton of what it's called, transfusion or something for the blood mark. But without that, we won't one-shot the boss. Of course, one-shotting the boss would be the easiest way to beat the game. But Calcium's main weapon bone is insanely useless. So I don't exactly think I can give you a guide for one-shotting the boss. Even in my best run, I didn't one-shot the boss when I was like level 1200 at the boss fight. I think the only way is if you have no damage on the bone and then just a lot of on-hits, like transfusion, that one-shot the boss with the blood mark. Okay, let's go crit chance here. Keep charging these shrines, they will give us insane stats thanks to our 14 wrenches. Let's take some more lifesteal. Lifesteal also makes your life easier, of course. And you can take the Kevin if you have lifesteal. Like I have 24% lifesteal now, that's enough to stay full HP even if you have a Kevin. As I said, if you have less, then probably just banish the Kevin when you get it. Or you just toggle it off if you don't even want to risk having trouble with that guy at all. Let's go crit chance. And yeah, oh yeah, just thought, since it's a beginner guide, if you don't have the Chaos Tome, I think you should go for luck instead. Yeah, if you don't have Chaos, go for luck instead. And it might be just as good. So maybe it was a bit delusional by me to recommend Chaos Tome for beginners, since it's a pretty late unlock. I will also blend in a text in the beginning to make sure you guys know that luck is really fine as well. I just like running Chaos Tome. Okay, X plus spawn here. And we don't one-shot them, but damage is still really good. We get a ton of chests again. Fortunately, we have no credit cards at all. But that's the beauty of this video. Like a high score run I would have reset at this point, since I don't have a credit card. But we are just gonna play this run out and it will still be easy to beat the boss. Take some flat damage there, crit chance, count damage and bounces. XP whenever you see it. We are at 9.1 times XP now. You take turbo skates. This gives you attack speed when you move. Like if you don't have any of these items I'm taking right now, if you don't have them unlocked, you don't have to worry about it. This setup will just work. It mainly works because of the quantity tome and crit chance tome. And I think these are pretty early unlocks. Same with wireless dagger, you just need to get the lightning stuff to level 15 or something like that. So you probably have all the weapons and tomes, and that's the thing that matters the most for this guide. So I think I'll wait with the magnet a bit, since there's a swarm coming in a bit. Because I feel like tier 3 is a bit of a smaller map, or that's just a feeling because you're so fast at this point. So we are just chilling. So I wanna go back. I think I didn't... Oh, never mind, I took the anvil already. Just thought for a second there that I forgot to get the anvil, since I still had the gold, but it just got back up there. With the extra jumps you can also just go up like that. I think I got some more extra jumps from Chaos Toe. Another key. Keep moving a bit in the swarm, but you can also just let the swarm knock you around. You have Aegis and some lifesteal, so you're just chilling. Let's go some damage on bone. Even though stuff like count, speed and bounces will probably give you a better chance to one-shot the boss. XP gain, XP gain. Let's go damage on fire stuff. Count and speed on bone. Count, XP gain, count. Count. Chaos, XP gain, XP gain. Let's go wireless. Quantity, XP gain, quantity. Decent crit chance upgrade there, XP gain. So we are at 10 already, maybe I missed it and wasted some upgrades, but you can stop XP gain upgrades at this point here, at the 10x XP gain, because then you will no longer benefit from them, even though your XP tome is only level 74. Make sure you stop focusing at this point. Crit chance, quantity, ignore XP from now. Crit chance, probably crit chance in next to focus on. And yeah, since I have anvil, of course, I get decent weapon upgrades now, but also that is not necessary at all to get a good run in. Let's just get some Chaos Tome, since we had no good upgrade there. Crit chance, get another boss curse, just take all of them. First grabbies again, and I think if you find Bush again on this map, I would still not do it. He's just at like 30 million HP or more at this stage, and the build is not scaling too crazy. Like Bush is just a hard boss to fight. It's easy as said. Take some crit damage there, so I would avoid shaking the sus bush. Some more crit chance probably here. And then we go bounces and speed on bone. projectile count. Like, these are not too important, just don't think about it too much. Your run will take a lot more time if you think about these too much. I also took XP on accident there, but just as I said there, it's not too important. Just don't waste too much time on these, especially in your early runs, where you just want to beat the boss. Gonna get difficulty here. For difficulty you want to have 500, I'm only at 235, since I'm not running Cursed Home. But that will also just give you a chill run. I wouldn't recommend running Cursed Home as a beginner. And just take the Cursed Shrines on the ground. Let's get another key. Charge all these shrines here. Definitely luck. Our luck is very low at 100%. Since we are not running the luck tome, so if you don't want such a random thing, you just go luck tome instead of chaos, and you will get better items than me here. I want to take a crit damage here. Probably go for the Curse Grabbies again. They stack better than the Grandma's Secret Tonic. I blend in a cheat sheet from the Discord here that shows you guys what is good to stack and what you should only have one copy of. So we need a bit more gold for that. Let's charge another shrine. Should also have no problem with the swarm here. Since all of this is not too good, I was thinking about getting knockback. My think speed is not bad with Wireless Dagger and Bone. So just charge this shrine here in the swarm, especially with all these wrenches. Let's go. Even these XP gain upgrades will not do anything after 10x, so ignore them. And I don't know, take extra jumps here, because the rest is useless. Go more crit chance, quantity. Count. There's another charge shrine up there. We get a ton of extra jumps now, so we can just jump up everywhere. Accidentally took XP gain again. Doesn't matter. Crit chance. Some damage there. Wireless Dagger. Count. Wireless Dagger. Crit chance. Like, just don't think too much about these. Count on Bone. Count, bone, wireless, quantity, accidentally XP gain again, wireless, chaos. Should have taken wireless there, but I'm just speeding through these without looking too hard. Of course, if you wanna optimize your run, you can just think very hard about all of this. But I want to make a good video for you guys where you don't have to watch me think about upgrades for 10 minutes. And these are a lot, so kinda have to go fast here without looking too much. So don't mind me accidentally clicking XP gain for like 10 times in a row. Another charge shrine here. Take the gold gain there. I shouldn't have opened this chest. Forgot that we have a shady guy back there that we wanted to buy from. These upgrades just go crazy, man. So where was the shady guy? There's still an open chest back here, we want to get that. Like, just doesn't stop giving me upgrades right now. And that's the beauty of this 10x XP gain. Wait, another chest. There's also a greed shrine back here. Want to take that. Okay, boss spawned again. Pretty much a one-shot. And like, this is not a run you need a lot of luck for or too much of skill. You can just follow along with this build and you will get similar results. I'm pretty sure about that. So just still speeding through these. Another key at this point, not too crazy anymore. Okay, so we still missed some things. Here we forgot the shady guy. Wait, I thought it was someone else. I mean, we want the cursed gravies here, but didn't we have another shady guy with different items? So just take everything we left on the map so far. So we go back here. Looks like there's some things missing there. Here's the charge shrine. There's another shady guy back there. And here you can really chill like crazy. I take more difficulty because you should be easily able to survive like 6 minutes in overtime on tier 3. Let's go more crit chance. If you want to stretch it, you can probably go to 10 minutes or something with the build. But we're probably not gonna do that. Just because we have no revival either. Like if you have a revival, you can just see how far you can go. And then once it procs, you take the portal. Power up drop chance, just whenever we get it. Another greed shrine. Free chest. Cursed door. And it seems like we pretty much got everything. Let's keep looking around. There's a magnet here, I'll just take that for now. Okay, here's the bush, make sure you don't activate it. Like, he will only give you one chest, and it could screw up your run. I could probably almost one-shot him right now, but just don't take the risk, especially if your build feels a little weaker than what it looks like right here. Then you can screw up your run by taking the bush. Okay, we got 1 minute left, not really too much to do on this map. Accidentally went XP gain again. And yeah, what was this thing back there? There's a green mark. Is that the shady guy I saw about earlier? No, that's another magnet. I'm gonna save the magnets a bit for the final swarm. You can still walk around in overtime on this stage. You will be chilling since you're level 300. Or like if you follow this, you should be at least 150, I would say, when the overtime starts in tier 3. I guess 200 is fine as well, but then you gotta work on focusing on the XP tome in the early game to max out faster in your next run. And yeah, I just don't really know what to do right now. Just waiting for overtime to start. Definitely don't want to take this because you will leave the stage once you do that. so you don't have to worry about the boss spawning and you not being able to kill it fast enough. You can just stay here however long you think you can. Let's get some more chests. If we get lucky with the keys, we can open a few. If you hear that noise, that means you got the key proc, get the chest for free. So we got 2 key procs there and can keep opening the chests. That's why this item is so strong, like we just got 3 chests for free. And another one for free. And we get a purple. Our luck is just insanely low, so if you want to make sure you get better items, take the luck tome instead of chaos. But I'm just a big chaos tome fan. Another purple. Featuring is not too crazy, but I also don't think I want to banish it. So we want to keep opening chests as long as we have the gold for it, since there will be no chests in the final boss area. You want to get as many as you can here. And we get really lucky with the key procs right now, so we can open a ton of chests. Like I just got, I don't know, 8 chests for free or something like that. It's crazy luck. So I don't think you have to worry about moving around here, around this time frame. Let's get some more crit chance. We also have a few power-ups on the ground, so if you get in trouble, the time stop can help a lot. The rage power-up can help a lot. So you can just pick these up whenever you feel like you need them. We might start to get knocked around here already by the ghosts, but we have the Aegis and the shield, so that's not a big deal. I might just take the rage power up to be able to move a bit better, since that should deal with them. We still have the goal to open a few chests, that's why I'm running around here looking for these chests. Okay, there's one down there, also another rage power up I'm probably gonna take. Let's get quantity. Get Western power up. Let's get bone. Okay, that's the rage power up. I'm gonna take that again. And there was also a magnet somewhere here. Okay, down there. We're gonna take that to get all the XP so far from the final swarm. Let's get Aegis. Quantity. Crit chance. Crit chance. Quantity. Accidentally XP because it was legendary. Chaos. Chaos. Crit chance. Crit chance. Chaos. Crit chance. Chaos. Crit chance. Quantity. So you will get insane amounts of level ups here in the final swarm. So as I said before, I will just speed through these. And it doesn't matter too much. Just make sure you don't spend your whole day thinking about these upgrades. Just do it like me and take a million useless XP gain upgrades before the other stuff is maxed out, and you will still be fine. Almost did it again. At this point I'm not even reading these really. In your tryhard runs, you do wanna briefly read what they do at least. Also, if you want to use the Chaos Tome, I also have a guide on how to unlock that. You don't need it for this build, but it's definitely a really good tome to use and just fun to use. So if you want to know how to unlock the Chaos Tome on Calcium, I got a video on that. It will be in the end card of this video. Okay, my headphones just disconnected, not too sure my microphone picked that up what I just said. I was just saying that it will be at the end card. Why is this game so much louder now? So much louder right now. My headphones messing with me here. Let's put it at 1 maybe? Okay, that's a bit too silent. Sorry about this, guys. Let's put it at 2. I guess that is fine. And yeah, if you want the Chaos Tome, the video will be in the end card or on my channel. I think it's a lot of fun to use, so I recommend unlocking that. You will have an easy time doing that too if you follow the guide I made for that. But you can also just run this with the luck tome, whatever you want. Took another accident XP gain tome there. Okay, we pretty much start maxing out here. Weapons max out at level 40, so we have maxed out wireless and bone. The tomes max out at 99, and we probably will be maxing out here in the final wave. If you go for high score one, you kind of want to max out in the last stage already, but I think this is a fun build to follow if you're a bit newer to the game. And I took XP gain again. Really bad example here, I guess. There's another rage power up. We have a ton of them on the ground, so I'm just gonna take that. If I even can. Since that's under a pillar there. We also have 40k gold, so we wanna use that for the chests. That's another wrench. Okay, let's see where more chests are around here. This direction. Let's keep opening them. Some more damage. There's another chest. Some more luck. As I said, our luck is insanely low. Because we didn't take the luck tome. Since we are chaos enjoyers over here. Yeah, they're starting to knock me around to the point that I can't control too much where I'm going. So I don't like that. I might start leaving here to the final boss soon. You could stay a bit longer, but of course that's gonna risk you getting knocked around the map and not being able to go to the portal. So I will stay close to that now. And yeah, we should be easily able to beat the boss here already with the upgrades we got. So I will just go there now, I think around 4 minutes. And I recommend you guys do the same. Just to not mess up your run. Like if you haven't beaten the boss yet, it might make you pretty sad if you lose the run there. So just don't take it too far, even though you probably could stay far a bit longer. And you see there, we scaled pretty well. We won't one-shot the boss, but we will just instantly do the amount of damage to get to the first stage here with the pylons. Here you just want to go circles around the pylons. And then you should be fine. Honestly, it's a bit hard to do with calcium, since you have so much move speed, you easily mess that up. With the extra jumps, you get up there pretty easily, but you also go higher than you want a lot. But overall, I think the extra jumps do help. If you mess up like me there, I'd recommend you stop going for that pillar you were trying. I mean, there's no other pillar left right now, but you wanna get the boss a bit away from that to make sure you're not in too much trouble over there. So just stay on the other part of the map for a bit to drag the boss here. He will just one-shot the other bosses that spawn there. And then, I'd say wait for your shield again. So not get hit for a while, and then you can go for the pillar again. Here my shield's back up now. Unfortunately, I'm very slow if I get these jumps that high. But with the extra jumps, you can manage to stay in there. We instantly go to the next phase, because our damage is pretty insane, but not insane enough to one-shot, since we have the bone weapon. And also because we didn't like scale as crazy as a high score run. But it's still I think a decent scaling, and this will hopefully give you the most fun as a beginner. Let me know how your run goes if you try this build out, and if you enjoyed this beginner guide overall, what I could do better, and what else you guys would like me to talk about. Of course, everything regarding calcium will be my topic here, but also, okay, once you get hit like that, I'd go take some range from the boss, start charging up your shield again, because you will not lifesteal until he has the shield gone. Whenever you get hit, make sure you charge up the shield again. But I will also do videos about other characters, I guess. But Calcium will, of course, stay the main guy. Shield's back up now. Fortunately, we got hit again. This phase is pretty hard, honestly, if you don't one-shot the boss. You are in trouble sometimes. It is a bit easier with the Aegis, but the problem is just that you can't really lifesteal from the guy there. And he just has a million attacks. So you want him to keep a bit of distance. And then go circles. Circles are usually your best bet, but I keep getting knocked out of there. Would be pretty funny if I die here in the beginner guide. But yeah, there's not really an easy way unless you one-shot the boss, and you're just probably not gonna do that on Calcium, so you will have to manage the pylon phase here, which will be the hardest part about following this build. As I said, best bet is to go circles, but it's really hard, man. You keep getting knocked out. You have insane high move speed, which makes it hard to control. So take your time, drag him away from there. Just keep dodging so your shield is up. And I'll stay a bit longer in this corner now, because if he's all the way on the other side of the map, I'll probably have a way easier time to take that pylon back there. So you need a bit of patience here to pull him out. Just use your extra jumps to make sure you don't get hit. And now that he's here, all the way on the other side, I'll go back to that pylon and hopefully not get knocked out again this time. Okay, it looks like we're fine now. And now we can kill the boss. So this is how you beat the game for the first time, pretty much. And you could probably get to around 100k if you stay for similar times in the overtime, which is pretty much just staying safe, not risking the run at all, and also not resetting or anything like that. I just took the run how it got. I didn't get too lucky. I don't have a single credit card, so my luck is insanely low. Usually, like if you want a better run, you want at least one luck credit card early if you're not taking the luck tome. But yeah, you can also just take the luck tome and get more consistent runs without being dependent on any items. And here you can just chill and see how far you can go in the final swarm. because there's nothing else coming after this. You don't miss anything if you don't take that portal. And you can just go until you die here. On Calcium, I'd recommend to move around in circles, because he does get damage from moving. So you probably want to keep jumping around too, since otherwise you will bump into stuff easier. And just upgrade whatever looks best at first glance. Do not go for like a 3-hour run. And I hope this helps a lot, even though I didn't really edit it. I just feel like would help for a beginner to watch this whole thing. Of course, I could break it down in like 5 minutes and just tell you the most important stuff. But I think it would be helpful to just follow along a full run. See what I'm doing, how long I'm staying on each stage. Get a rough idea for the upgrades, even though I'm not thinking about these too much, so I made a lot of wrong choices there. But yeah, the point of that is the wrong choices are no big deal. And you can still get a decent run in here. We at 60k now. As a beginner, that might be your new PB, I don't know. But yeah, Calcium is not like a high score character. But you can go decently far on him. And if you just want to have a chill run, beat the boss. Maybe Calcium is your favorite character too, like mine. You can just follow along and do the same thing here. And this way you will get your first run where you max out. And even if you start getting knocked around by the ghosts, just keep going. As I said, you don't miss anything if you don't take the portal. And you can probably still go a decent amount longer even while getting knocked around, since you have the Aegis. And of course you're missing some damage because of the Aegis, but that's definitely the way to go to have a chill run. And you see here, since I'm moving, I have a, yeah, I mean 24 damage multiple is absolutely trash, but if I stand still, I will have a lot less. I mean, I can't really stand still because I will just get knocked around now to show you guys, but yeah. I guess getting knocked around might even just give you the best damage multiple. Okay, it kinda stays the same. 28. Yeah, it's not going too high. You also don't have the damage tome. So this is just not a build to push the high score. You should get maybe 100k or close to that. And as a beginner, I would be pretty happy with that. For some reason we got music again here in the final boss. Thought I switched that off to put my own. But I guess we will use the final boss music then here. And this way to move around here is probably to Just jump on these pillars. And if you miss, you just jump down here to get reset. You will bump into stuff, then your damage multiple goes away. It's pretty fun though to do here with Calcium. You can just jump around. I wish you could move around further here into the sky and jump on these cubes, but there are invisible borders everywhere, so you will just bump into stuff if you go too far out. Yeah, we are at 75k almost. I also recommend joining the Megabonk Discord. Just if you have any questions, I hang around there and a lot of other guys that test stuff with mods and just play the game a lot. There's a lot of nice people that will answer your questions. Although you have to be patient if you just like join the meta channel there and ask what's the best build, probably no one will answer you because yeah. I mean that some questions should just be looked up on stuff like megabonk.fun. You can see what everyone is using. No one wants to hang around on Discord and answer the same question 100 times a day. So I'd say more for specific questions. You will get a lot of help there. So we are at 6 minutes overtime now. Seems like if you don't have the Soul Harvester unlocked yet, you will also easily be able to get that with this build here. In case you wanna grab the Soul Harvester, it's one of the best items. You will have that unlocked as well if you follow this build. See if we can get that chest, or if we get knocked around too much. Do get knocked around a lot here. But we got to the chest here. It's a pretty fun minigame to try to hit these chests here in the final swarm. Looks like we got a decent amount of upgrades here. At level 500 now. And I hope you guys enjoy this bit of a different beginner guide, I'm thinking. It doesn't just tell you how you beat the boss at like without scaling to level 500. And you just stay around level, I don't know. What do you do without overtime and greed trance? You're probably just level 100 or maybe 200. So I think this will be a lot fun for you guys to follow. But let me know how it went for you. Yeah, these upgrades don't stop right now. We will probably be maxed out here in a bit. We are at 7 minutes now. Still just chilling. Pretty much outrunning the ghosts. There's a ton of extra jumps. Another chest back here. Let's see if we can take that. And we are still chilling. Aegis just makes your game so much easier. And this just feels epic, not gonna lie. Jumping around like that with Calcium. With all these extra jumps. One of the reasons why I like Chaos Storm so much. Because you will just randomly get a ton of extra jumps. And have a way easier time to move around. And keep jumping these pillars here. You probably just go like movement speed tome or stuff like that too, if you want to have more fun. Like, if you're new to the game, before going for the meta strats and stuff, I recommend just go for the quests to unlock all the stuff. And just go for whatever build that you think might be funny. Because you will spend enough time trying to chase high scores maybe, if you keep playing this game. And it looks like we are about to get one shot here. Survived that one with the lifesteal we got. How much lifesteal we have? Got 60% lifesteal. So if we don't get one shot, we heal back up pretty quickly. We get another bunch of upgrades here. Actually surviving the final storm here a lot longer than I expected. And you can just keep falling off the map too, doesn't really matter. There's another chest, let's see if we can hit that again with our minigame to try to hit that without getting knocked away. But with our insanely low luck here, we don't really get important items anyway. And there we got one shot at 9 minutes 30 overtime. I think that's a 100 kill run. I didn't check at the end. Okay, no, it's a 83,000 run. 47 minutes alive. And yeah, I hope that was fun to follow along. I think that's very easy to replicate if you follow this build. You're pretty much maxed out, not too much missing. And as a beginner, I would have loved to follow along this build. So I hope I helped some of you guys. Let me know how it went, and I'll see you when we bone again.